Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, it does not work. So the Jags are up 14-0 on Cincinnati at the halftime. Goes to show you, you never know what you don't know when it comes to football. Tomorrow's already Friday. God, this week is flying by. Interesting thing. Matt Rhule, the coach of the Panthers, playing the Dallas Cowboys, said Dak Prescott is a lot like Payton Manning. Or reminds him of Peyton. I can't remember exactly what, but you got Dak Prescott, Peyton Manning. And I know a lot of you guys lost. Oh my God. Whoa. Well, first of all, let's start with this thing. He did not go to the Nick Sirianni School of Coaching. Because you remember last week, Nick Sirianni wore a Beat Dallas shirt. I don't know if that was the motivating factor for the Cowboys to whoop that ass, but they came in and they whooped that ass. They left no doubt. It was like, you remember the Titans, the last game of the season, he went into the defensive guys and said, I want you to leave no doubt that they will remember the Titans. And right now, I think the Eagles, they're remembering that ass kicking that the Cowboys did. So it's better not to go ahead and do the locker room material. Maybe even today, okay? Maybe even today, it still is not a good idea. So Matt Rhule, he's gone the other thing. Oh man, Peyton, he's like Peyton Manning, man. This guy is good. And I think that was genuine. It might not have been. It might have been, I'm going to make sure that they don't have any extra motivating factor. But let's stop for a second here with the whole Peyton Manning. Because the funny thing is, I have done this comparison before with some other quarterbacks. And people will tell me how crazy I am. Because I said years ago, if you take Russell Wilson's first 3 years and Dak Prescott's first 3 years and look at the numbers of what they both did, Dak actually had much better numbers. And people will say, yeah, but Russell Wilson won the Super Bowl. Yeah, he was part of the team that won the Super Bowl. This is before Russell Wilson became the Russell Wilson that's throwing 35, 40 touchdown passes a year. Those first 3 years, he was only doing 22 touchdown passes and about 3,200 yards. He wasn't asked to carry the whole team because they had a defense that was number one against the number one in points, number one in yardage, and number one in takeaways. You didn't have to do that much. Oh, and they had beast mode, who was still beast mode, before he went to the Raiders. So it was a team around him. They went to the Super Bowl and won it and lost it the next year where he threw the interception in the end of the game. And that was a perfect situation for him. It's a perfect situation for any quarterback. You had a great team, a defense that's getting you the ball. Danny, go get me the ball. Go get me the ball. But now that Russell Wilson is literally almost doubling his production, they're not winning Super Bowls. He's doing more, but there's no team around him. The defense is weak. He doesn't have that great running game. And that's where, they'll say, but, Russell Wilson's a winner. Well, he's not winning the Super Bowls. You could say the same thing about Aaron Rodgers, who, when they won the Super Bowl, they also had a great defense. Aaron Rodgers hasn't changed. The team has changed. But when you look at Peyton Manning, because I know a lot of y'all said, how dare you? Peyton Manning, he won Super Bowl in in Indianapolis. He won a Super Bowl in Denver. He went to other Super Bowls. He is like the greatest quarterback of all time. True. I agree. Throughout his career. But he came into the NFL in 1998. He went to the playoffs 3 years and had all losses. It wasn't until 2003, his fourth go-round, before he even got his first playoff win. 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. It was 6 years before he had his first playoff win. That is Peyton Manning. Interesting. And you can look at Peyton Manning, that first Super Bowl that they won, he was always like, don't get me wrong, he was always lighting it up. But that first Super Bowl that they won, their defense, which was terrible getting into the playoffs, got hot. And they played lights out. And they were part of the equation of him winning the Super Bowl. Because here's another thing that's kind of interesting is Peyton Manning, when he first got to Denver, had one of the best years of his career. They went to the Super Bowl. I think he threw 50 touchdown passes. Am I right? I think 50. And they lost the Super Bowl. The second Super Bowl he went to with them was probably the worst season of his career. But they won the Super Bowl. They had a good running attack and a defense that played lights out. And that's when you realize it's beyond just the quarterback. I know the talking heads want to always say it's Dak Prescott versus Sam Darnold. But the quarterbacks don't meet each other on the field. They don't play against each other. It's that guy's defense against my quarterback and my defense against their quarterback. So, that's what I got. Dak Prescott, when you look at what he's done in his time so far, he's done some of the things that some of the great ones have done. Now, there's some out there like Pat Mahomes that literally came out the box and are just incredible. But the interesting thing is right now, we're going to find out a lot about Pat Mahomes because it's looking like the Kansas City defense is kind of like the defense that the Dallas Cowboys had last year. Now, if he can lead them to a Super Bowl with a defense that's high 20s, then he truly is Superman. Okay, y'all, I'm going to watch a little bit more of this game. And I'm going to turn in because I got a lot to do to get this place ready because I want it to be perfect for this weekend. We are doing something that nobody that I know of has done. And if you know somebody that does, let me know who that is because I like to ask them how they did it. And that is cover all games at the same time. The whole NFC East. I'll catch you guys later. It's not as dramatic with the extra light on, but it makes it more even. It should be dark right now. Here. There we go. Is that better? Okay. Peace.